Tonight, Hollywood at its most glamorous. She's a sex symbol, screen diva, and it's always a pleasure to see her.
Well, thank you, Piers. And it's lovely to see you, too.
And she turns superstar secrets into stories you just can't put down.
I know all of Hollywood's secrets, Piers, including yours.
Joan and Jackie Collins together for the first time ever on television.
This is going to be quite a night, I can promise you that.
Joan and Jackie Collins have never, I repeat, never done a television interview together. But tonight, I'm going to create history and bring them together on television. Ladies, how have you managed to avoid ever doing an interview together?
I guess we're just clever in that way. And we wanted to stay friends, you know?
Nobody's ever asked us, Piers.
No, that can't be true.
I'm not kidding. Have you ever been asked to do maybe on Good Morning England once, I think. But we've never been in the same place, and there was never anything. And we love you so much. Well, I do. She's only just met you.
Well, we're Twitter friends.
Yeah, we're Twitter friends.
So
I'm very jealous
we
of
fell
your
in love over
Twitter.
Twitter. It's
yes,
a different
we
thing.
Did.
Oh, you're in love.
DM
Sort of
you all the
cyber
time.
love. Yeah, exactly.
Cyber love, isn't it good?
We're sitting here together, how do you feel about doing a joint interview?
Well, it's really fun. I mean, we
Yes.
both said that we would have fun with it, and we both like you. I think I like you. I'll let you know at the end
So
of
far,
this.
so good.
I passed one test with Joan.
Oh, you did?
We did an interview in England together,
I
yeah.
saw it, and I thought it was so terrific. I
Yeah.
think you're doing a great job, actually. I've been watching all your interviews.
Thank you.
I loved it when you asked Hugh Hefner's girlfriend, 23, Hugh Hefner, 83, and what does she see in him?
Yeah, what did you make of that?
23 goes into 83 more than 83 goes into 23.
I mean, both you ladies have had, you know, you've experimented in the genre of the toy boys. And when you see Hefner doing his thing, what do you think?
What do I think? Well, I haven't seen Hefner doing his thing. I don't think
Well, he's
I
about
would
to
like
marry a
to see that.
23-year-old girl.
Okay, good for him.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, but she'll
Does
get all
age
the
matter
money.
anymore? Does anyone care, do you think?
No, I don't
I
think
don't
anybody
think
does.
age is unimportant unless you're a bottle of wine, I think. I mean, look at me. Fabulous.
Well, you do look fabulous.
Look at us, yeah.
You both look absolutely
Well,
fabulous.
we had absolutely beautiful parents. You know, we're
Is
very
that what it is?
lucky.
Good genes?
Yeah,
Yes,
good genes.
but also a lot of makeup.
And also, I know your trick. I don't know if you do the same thing.
What?
You have not exposed your face to the sun in how long?
Oh, my God, since I was 20, in 1902.
And you literally, you haven't.
No, I wear hats all the time. You can never catch me outdoors in rain, shine, whatever, without a hat. And I always wear the base, and I always wear the, the high protection. Jackie doesn't go in the sun at all.
That's
Really?
because I'm at my computer writing all the time.
Oh.
Handwriting.
But both of you, I mean, you look amazing. I'm not going to say how old you are, but people can find out and they'll be amazed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, but they will be, because you look about 20 years younger, the pair of you.
When I first came to Hollywood, I came from London, like you, and you see the sun, at 11 o'clock in the morning, I was out by my pool, and I had this amazing suntan for years on end.
Yes, you did.
And then one day I just got bored with it, and I thought, this is too boring. I'm writing, sweat is dripping off me, I'm having to throw myself in the pool all the time, and I thought, this is not good. I'm going to, forget about the sun and forget about a suntan.
Now, I want to clear one thing up, because there are lots of rumours that over time, as siblings do, you've had your ups and downs as sisters. I mean, have you had any real cataclysmic fallings out?
Oh, no. But, when you're brought up together, you always have little arguments when you were children. And, I mean, I see my own children. They have little discussions and disagreements. But I don't think we've done it any more than anybody else does. But I think one of the things is that during the time that I was doing Dynasty and Jackie was here, I was married to somebody that, well, then you didn't like him.
Which
He
one was
didn't
that?
like you.
Well, I can't remember this.
The Swede. Yeah. And
The Swede we don't mention.
yeah, the Swede. No, we don't mention him.
Yes.
And
He was number 3, right?
Yes. That's right.
You've been married 5 times.
Yes.
You were married twice.
I've been married twice.
And divorced twice.
Engaged. No, I was divorced once only.
Right.
My first husband, unfortunately, was into drugs. And so at a very young age, I had got to live with a drug addict, so I knew what it was all about. My second husband died of prostate cancer after we'd been very happily married for 22 years.
Right.
Yeah.
And you got
he was
engaged?
a fantastic guy. He ran
Yeah.
all the clubs in London.
Yes, I
Dolly's,
remember
the
him.
Ad-Lib,
I remember him
Tramp,
well,
they
yeah.
were all his clubs.
Yes, I remember.
So I used to sit there every night gaining all this fantastic research as I watched everybody at play.
Yeah, he was. He was a wonderful man, really fantastic. Yeah. But I've always been, a sort of a serial bride, never a mattress.
That's a really good turn of phrase.
That's a great line.
It should be on a
This is
cushion,
good.
shouldn't it?
This is good.
Yeah.
What were you like together when you were young sisters?
Well, I used to write, and Joan used to illustrate. She was a wonderful drawer, and she would draw these fantastic figures. And so I would make up a story around these figures that she would draw. It was
And
great.
is that where you sort of developed the creative writing then?
I guess I did, and she's always been a wonderful designer.
Well, I wanted to be a dress designer. I didn't know whether I wanted to be a dress designer or an actress or a detective. So, you know, I was doing these wonderful sort of 1950s, 60s costumes, and they would be, and Jackie would write stories about them. I forgot about that. You must have that somewhere.
I know, I've got them somewhere.
There were
They're
so
fantastic.
many. And of course, in those days, children used to amuse themselves. They didn't have all of this to do all the time. You know?
What were your parents like?
Well, our parents were very, very different from each other. Our mother was the complete, she was the homebody. She looked after us. She had no ambition to be anything except a good wife and a good mother, caring about her father. Our father was strict, dictatorial. He was from another age. He was, I mean, I don't think I was ever hugged by my father. Were you?
Hence the 5 husbands. She was making up for lost time. He was a bit of a male chauvinist,
Oh,
you know?
a bit?
Yeah.
Hello.
He used to have these card games
Total.
every Friday night, and my mother would take in a trolley of food, and I would hide under the trolley, and I could listen to all these men talking. And they were very, you know, women were either mothers, sisters, daughters, or they were whores and hookers. And it was
So
so
pretty
interesting.
sexist kind
Very
of
sexist,
environment.
Which
That's
I
what
think,
you
yeah, which
got
I
all
think
the
is that's
ideas
why
for a book.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Where do you get the glamour from? Because you both are very glamorous and always have been.
Well, Joan came to Hollywood, right? And I was thrown out of school. So when I was thrown out of school, my parents said to me, reform school or Hollywood. And I thought for a few minutes, and I said, you know what? I think I'll take Hollywood. Joan met me at the airport and said, here's the keys to the car, learn to drive, here's the apartment. I'm off on location. She was off on some glamorous location
Yeah.
with
I
I
Harry
mean, in a
Belafonte.
few years, I mean, you were dating Warren Beatty, you were dating Marlon Brando. I mean, you didn't do badly with a couple of
Well, excuse
girls
me.
from
when
England, did you?
I'm sorry. I think I better set something straight. When I met Warren, he was a totally unknown actor. Nobody knew who he was, and everyone said, "Oh, Warren." But
So he was dating Joan Collins,
That's
is the way
it.
to put
Thank
it, right?
you very much.
Is that
Yes.
the wrong way? That's the right way around,
That
right?
is the right way round.
Yeah, of
Yes,
course.
So the
that's it.
juvenile delinquent arrives in town, being me, 15, and I go to the Chateau Marmont, and she has this beautiful suite there, and I thought, oh, this is going to be so nice. I'm going to be sleeping in here. And she says to me, oh, you're going to be swapping beds with Warren. He's right up at the top in this teeny little attic room. And so every night I would go up to the attic, and he would come down to the suite.
God,
And
I
who-
don't
and
we
remember
go way
that.
back with
And do you
Warren.
remember when Jackie went out with Marlon Brando?
Yes, I do actually, because I was at the party where he pulled her.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm going to talk about that in my autobiography.
Yes. So
Look, we've got
details that
we
We've got all
leave-
night, Jackie. I mean,
we
come on. You and Marlon?
Yes.
When
Well,
he was thin, too.
listen, when you came up, I was hanging out with Marlon Brando, Paul Newman, Stuart Stern, who was the great writer, Natalie
England.
Wood.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, nobody knows who he is. Robert Wagner.
It's a love of polite
Damn
for 2
it.
years.
It was not. It
mention
was
that.
not.
Yeah.
Really?
No, no. She liked to think that. The love of my life
This
is
is the great
Percy.
advantage of having you both
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
you see.
Yes.
Her life is Percy. I have to say about Percy, her current husband, he is
Current
fantastic.
and only, yeah.
Current
I
and
think
only.
current is the wrong word to use,
Yes,
Jackie.
you're absolutely right.
Current implies
Can you tell that
certain
I'm a writer?
temporary nature to the relationship, which I don't think Joan would like you to
Her
convey.
forever husband. A forever husband. Percy is the greatest. I
He
believe
is.
all
Well,
of
we're
our-
going to come to Percy. I want to dwell for a moment, though, on this amazing lifestyle that you two young English girls were having together, because it's the stuff of fantasy, isn't it? You're in Hollywood, you're dating Warren Beatty, Marlon Brando. I mean, who do you think, collectively, was the greatest heartthrob of them all, male heartthrob, in Hollywood? Who was the one?
What, for me? I mean,
Yeah.
male hearts that I fell in love with? No, I've never fallen for any actor.
Well, maybe not even
Only
fallen, but
Warren
maybe
Newman.
looked at it and thought, you
Oh, well,
are...
Paul Newman,
Paul Newman?
absolutely. And such a nice, sweet, down-to-earth person, but, you know, so good-looking and so nice. And he wanted me to be on one of his... he was bringing something out called Virgin salad dressing.
Yes, right.
And he wanted me to be the face of it. And I said, no, I'm not a virgin.
Because you made a fortune with this stuff.
Yes, and he gave
Were you
it all to charity.
Who would your choice be?
Well, I was very young, but I would skulk around these parties and watch people. And I remember seeing Robert Mitchum. at a party, and I thought, oh my God, he was such a
Because he was huge.
He was such a badass.
He
That's what I
loved
loved about
you.
him.
Yeah.
He loved you. When I was doing a picture with him,
That's because I was 15.
Yeah, in the south, in Jamaica, and he was on a nearby island, and he kept on sending messages over to me about, is your kid's sister coming over? I'd like to meet your kid's sister. And he said worse things than that, but I'll keep it in a family show.
I mean, you trot these stories out, but they're amazing stories, amazing names that you were hanging out with then.
Yeah.
What a life you two have
Yes.
had, haven't you? We're going to have a quick break. When we come back, I want to talk to you about a slightly more contentious issue, and that is how to stay young in Hollywood, deploying plastic surgery.
What am I doing? Putting my arm up?
Well, that was a clip from your 1994 workout video.
Yes.
And I've got to ask him, can you still do that?
What, do the splits?
Yeah.
Yes, but not in the skirt.
Not in that, obviously, but you can still do that.
Yes, I work out every other day.
Didn't you just
Yes.
do them in a pantomime? Didn't you
No,
do the
I
splits?
decided not to do
Or on
them,
your
yeah.
one-woman show?
In the one-woman
Yes,
show,
did
I
it
did
in
it.
New
Yes, when
York.
I was in the
So tell me,
months ago.
what is the art of... We've discussed, obviously, not going in the summer. What is the art of staying young in Hollywood? Because the pressure is so unbearable, isn't it?
Well, no, I don't think so. Because I don't... First of all, I think that trying to look young is ridiculous because there's always going to be younger, better-looking, richer people. I think you have to be in yourself really happy about the way you look. And I'd rather stay good-looking and look older than try to look young, because sometimes you see these women and they're skin and bone, and then you see their little tiny waist and little tiny hips, and then you look at their face and it's a woman of, 65 or 70. And I don't like that look. I'd rather look good. And look, a few years younger than I am. All of that Botox and stuff in your face, there are some disastrous faces in this town.
I was going to ask you,
Some disasters.
let's talk nip and tuck here. I mean, let me cut to the quick. Have either of you two ladies ever succumbed to the scalpel?
No, we succumbed to the makeup counter.
Yes. Yeah, I love...
Why have you been able to resist it when so many others have fallen by the
Because
wayside?
we're needle phobic.
And I think also it's...
Are you really?
Well, I am, and
Yeah.
she is,
Yeah,
and
I
our
think
mother
what, I
was, so
think
we've
it's very
inherited
much-
it.
I think it's very much an English thing.
Yeah.
I don't think I could write the books that I write about Hollywood if I was actually born here and brought up in Beverly Hills. It's a whole different kind of mindset, And to me, staying young is waking up in the morning and have a passion for what you do.
Yes.
I have a passion for what I do. I love writing. I love writing my books. I write them all in longhand, and it's something that I love. And I think that's very important in life. You have to have something you love. You cannot be obsessed with the way you look.
When you were
in between.
49, Joan, you posed for
Playboy.
I'm going to show you the picture, because it was extraordinary. Not all the pictures, obviously.
I was going to say...
But, I mean, look at that. For 49, that's pretty spectacular.
Well, yeah, not really.
The most important thing a woman can have, and I say this to all my readers all the time and all my Twitter followers and stuff like that, is confidence. If a woman has confidence, self-confidence, that's all she really needs in life, You can do anything.
Yes.
My other motto is girls can do anything. And I truly believe that, yeah.
No, but what you both have this kind of vitality, which in itself is very sexy.
Energy.
For a man, yeah.
Yeah.
I look at you and I see healthy vitality,
Well,
You're sort of get up and go ladies, aren't you?
Yeah, I think that
Yes.
we eat...
Oh, get up and stay down.
Get up and...
Yes.
I think a lot of it has to do with genes.
So there
but I
you
think
both
a lot
are.
of it
That's
has-
Vanity Fair.
Yeah,
That's a stunning
that was the
picture.
last thing we did together, the
Yeah.
cover of Vanity Fair. That was fun.
But I believe that today, people who are being born today are going to live to be 100. And they say that people today in their 50s and 60s are going to live to at least late 80s or 90s.
Do you like that idea, or is it
Yes,
vaguely terrifying?
but no, not the thing that's terrifying, not terrifying, but a little bit worrying is the fact that your friends are going to die. But most of my friends are pretty healthy, like we are. And also, I think the thing that's scary is getting ill. That, I think, is the scary thing about getting older, not necessarily losing one look, because I think if you look good after 50 or 55, and if you take care of your skin, which I'm absolutely religious about, and Jackie is too, I think that, and your body, and you don't get too fat, I think you can go on looking really good until you're way up in your 80s and 90s.
What do you think?
You have a fabulous skin. I was just looking at your skin.
This is actually true.
Not that fabulous.
No, I can actually
I
confirm
want
this.
I want to know what cream you're using.
No, well, here's the thing. I
Yes.
went to a plastic surgeon for a TV show
Yes.
in Beverly Hills. Yeah, he did Pamela Anderson's boob job.
Oh.
So obviously a man who's expert in the field. And he did this computerised thing on my skin and said I was an 86th percentile, which apparently means my skin quality is in the top 14% of men my age in the whole of California.
English skin.
And he said to me, what do you put on it? I said, absolutely nothing. Nothing.
Really?
I don't put anything on my face at all.
Yeah.
Literally.
Really?
A bit of
Bit of
sunscreen
shaving cream, yeah.
if I'm in the sun.
Yeah.
But nothing. So the whole skincare thing is clearly a complete scam.
Oh, I don't.
The whole thing.
I don't think that's necessarily true. No, no. I know.
Well, how have I got good skin?
Yeah, because you just because you'd shave first of all, and shaving is exfoliating.
That's true.
Shaving exfoliates, so that, and you don't frown a lot. I've noticed. You haven't.
No, people think I've had
You had
Botox.
Botox?
No.
You can't
All
move
right.
his forehead.
Of course I haven't had
All right,
Botox.
frown. Let me see you frown. Oh, you can't frown.
No, but I mean, it's
Oh, yeah,
natural
you did just
beauty.
now.
It's
Yes.
natural beauty.
Natural beauty. Yes.
It's just,
I went
I'm just
to a health-
naturally very blessed.
I went to a health farm last year, and I had one of those tests in which, you know, you test for flexibility and what your lung capacity and all of those things and how much you're going to... And at the end, I said, well, what's my physiological age? And he didn't know how old I was. He said 45.
Seriously.
No, I'm serious. I came back
amazing.
and I told Percy, and I said, well, I'm the same age as you.
But there is a great...
We're going to have another little break now. When we come back, I want to talk to you about the role that Jackie wrote for Joan.
It's a nice coat. Is it new?
This? No. I've had it for hours. Oh, lover, you're so predictable.
You can't do that.
Well, we just did. That was Joan Collins starring in The Stud, based on a book written by her little sister Jackie. I mean, that was the movie, really, that propelled you into superstardom, wasn't it?
I guess. I know a lot of men in their 50s who watched it when they were teenagers and loved it. Yes, I think so. And Jackie, it was when I read the book, I said, this is a fabulous book. And if you ever do Fontaine Khaled, I'd love to play her.
I mean, when you wrote it, did you imagine that Joan might play
Joan had a friend, a very close friend, and I kind of based the character a little bit on Joan, but mostly on her friend, Cappy.
Yeah.
Right, and she was an amazing character. And then I always had this theory. In fact, he told me so. Aaron saw The Stud, and he immediately saw the character of Fontaine and how great Joan was in it. And that's how Alexis Carrington Colby came around.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, you were literally cast for this, weren't you? This was your perfect roles.
Well, she was great. She knew the character so well, you know. And also, my husband owned nightclubs in London, and so it was all based in in Dolly's, actually.
I heard that your father wasn't happy. He thought this was all sort of soft porn.
Our father was never happy. When somebody said to him, so, Joe, do you watch your daughter in Dynasty? He said, I don't like Dynasty. I'd rather watch Coronation Street. And what did he say to you about it?
Yeah, somebody asked if he read my books. He said, I couldn't read that disgusting language. Meanwhile, when I was growing up, next to his bed, he had Lady Chatterley's Lover in a brown paper wrapper. I kid you not. Next to his bed. So, of course, I took it and read it every day.
Of course.
Yes.
1981, you land the role in Dynasty, which transforms you really in terms of global impact, I think. That was the one that we all remember. Take me back to that moment. Did you ever think it was going to be that huge?
No idea at all. I was in Marbella with Katie, my daughter, and we were having a holiday. My agent called and said, you know, they're interested in you for Dynasty. And I said, what's Dynasty? He said, it's a TV series. It's been on for like 12 episodes. I said, I never heard of it. He said, well, they want you. Can you come out? It'll be probably a 6-week or 12-week gig. So I thought, yes, okay, I can do that. This is what actors are, you know, with books on a shelf. You pick them up, a library shelf. And so off I went and had no idea.
Well, we're going to show you a little package here of what happened next. These are some of Alexis's best moments.
Ooh.
Miserable bitch. I haven't.
I mean, quite extraordinary scenes.
Yeah, well, most of them, were not me. That person who falls into the pool, that's not me.
They're all
That was
stunt people,
That was
yeah.
my stunt double, Sandy. And but the slaps, yes, I didn't like getting slapped.
I mean, how like Alexis have you been over the years?
Well, I look like her.
Of course.
But
have you got the fiery temper? Do you flare up like that?
Not that much. Do you think I do?
No, not really.
Not really. I don't suffer fools lightly. That's
Have you two ever had a fight like we just saw?
No. We've never had a fight.
Never rolled around the floor?
No. She's a Libra, which is very good and calm.
Why, is that your fantasy? Us rolling
Probably,
around the floor?
to be honest. I always have this sneaking little image of the pair of you, mud wrestling or something.
No, I can't remember. One of us jumped on the other one's back once when we were very, very young. And I think it was I who jumped on your back, or
and
you
then
jumped
I
on
cut
mine?
all the buttons off all her clothes. Everything. I just cut all of the zippers and the buttons and just...
I don't remember that.
That was a good one.
Now,
Really?
we had
Wow.
as we discussed, we had Linda Evans on the show,
Yes.
one of the legendary women of TV. And there was a certain a froidure, I would say, about the way she spoke about it. I'm going to play you a clip.
There's getting along and friends. I mean, they're like two
How can you
different
ever be
categories.
friendly with anyone again after that?
Well, that's what I mean. This is not exactly a simple relationship that we have. Every year we beat each other up.
So she's sort of implying, Linda, that it's quite hard to become bosom pals with somebody after you've been slapping seven bells out of each other.
Well, it wasn't a question of that. It was a question of Linda and I are totally different characters. We are so far apart in every single way and how we think. And we just didn't have a rapport in that offset. There was no rapport at all. And so you can't expect to be bosom buddies with everybody.
You spent years whacking each other in Dynasty. Is there any way back for this friendship, do you think?
I don't think it's ever been a friendship. I think we were just compatriots. You know, we were working actresses together. Now, I'm very friendly with Diane Carroll. You know, we see each other all the time. We have dinner together. But most of the people have sort of disappeared. I don't know where they are.
Well, I've got a little treat for you because as part of Dynasty's 30th anniversary, I don't know if you know this, they came up with this, which is the
Oh, my God.
official Barbie doll of you.
Well, why haven't they given me one?
With the, well, this is for you as a present.
Oh, it is?
And it says, that sounds like a challenge, and I adore a challenge.
Oh,
so
right.
that is my little gift for you.
Oh, darling, thank you so much. She's pretty. Look at that waist. Well, you know, they are
And she's
talking.
wearing your dress.
Yeah, she's wearing my dress. They are talking. Esther Shapiro, who created it, is a very good friend of mine, and we have lunch, and they are talking about something in the future, Dynasty-ish.
Really?
So stay tuned.
Well, Dynasty's coming back.
That's what I hear.
Are we going to see more Dynasty?
Could be.
Really?
Could be.
Have we got a little scoop here?
I'm not allowed to. I'm not allowed. My lips are sealed. My lips are sealed with a Dynasty doll.
I like this.
Yes.
This is a scoop.
It is a scoop.
Is Dynasty coming back?
It's been on Twitter, darling.
Yeah, but is it properly coming back?
I can't say.
Are you going to be reprising?
Well, I wouldn't be talking about it if I wasn't. But
This
I
is
mean,
sensational.
if it's going to come back, it would come back in a different form. You know, like an amoeba. It wouldn't necessily come back as it was left off. I don't know.
Well,
You'll
I
have
think
to talk
they should,
to Esther. You know,
immediately
we have these
recast Linda Evans as well. And a bit of spice to proceedings. When we come back after the break, I'm
You're
going to be
so
talking.
wicked.
I'm going to be talking to Joan and Jackie Collins about the one thing they both love more than anything else: sex. I'm back now with Joan and Jackie Collins. Ladies, both of you have either on screen or in literature, you know, done a lot of sex stuff over the years. Does sex get better with age, do you think?
You tell us. You're the one that's taking Viagra.
I told you not to say anything.
Oh, sorry.
Remember, you've written some of the raciest stuff.
I know, it's great, isn't it?
These classic bonkbuster material. I
Yes.
I've read it myself for many a holiday.
Because I was doing it way before anybody else.
You were, yeah, you really were.
And I have fun with it, you know. I think I can write great marriage sex because I really do think it exists, and you should know that. You're a newly married.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah. And also you can write great fun sex. And I like writing something that's going to make people laugh but also turn them on at the same time.
But how much of all the stuff you write about have you actually partaken in?
Everything.
Seriously?
Yeah.
It's all based on your experience.
Well, I was a wild child.
Why do you smile so much?
Between the ages of 15 and getting married for the first time, I was a total wild child. She knows that.
Yeah.
I've got here a copy of, this is the original manuscript of Lucky.
Of Lucky, yes.
And
Lucky
it's absolutely
Santangelo.
extraordinary. This is how you do your books.
I still write in
You
my hand.
handwrite these books.
I know.
Page after page after page.
Yes.
So even now, not on computer or anything,
No,
right?
I just finished.
And I find this absolutely fascinating. It's like a kind of, you know, it's like some sort of papyrus parchment they're going to find in like hundreds of years.
And then I have them leather bound. I just finished Goddess of Vengeance, which is 1,000 handwritten pages.
1,000?
Yes, it'll be out in September.
God.
Why do you do it that way now?
Because I love it. I love it. And I have a fantastic assistant who puts it on the computer for me. And every night I get back my printed out pages, and then I make all my changes in handwriting too. And it's a great process. So we go back and forth on pages maybe 10, 20 times. But I just love to do it that way. And I love to have the bound copies afterwards.
It's extraordinary,
yeah.
I think.
I mean, I do a lot of other things on the computer, like Twitter.
Well, to talk to you about your Twitter, the pair of you are really into Twitter, aren't you?
Well,
why do you like it?
You can sort of express yourself, and also I want to get a few followers because when I have a book out, because I'm writing a book, but it's not a novel, it's a book called The World According to Joan, because, I write a lot of articles, and it's all my opinions about everything, from men and diets and morals.
Well, I'm going to help you. What is your address?
Joan Collins, OBE.
At Joan Collins, OBE, which is
it.
Order of the British Empire, your great medal from the Queen. And what is your address?
Jackie J. Collins.
Jackie J. Collins, and I'm at Piers Morgan. All three of us should now be seeing followers flying across cyber universe.
Yeah, but you're
between
verified.
The three of us.
You're both verified. They won't verify
Well, you're
me.
unverifiable. You always have been.
But the reason I like it so much is you hear so much from people that's really interesting.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's really
fun. It's just good old-fashioned fun.
Yeah, and you can talk to your fans.
In the old days, ladies would lunch. Now they Twitter.
Yeah, exactly.
It's been a real pleasure. Thank you. I could have gone on for hours.
Yeah, we
It's such a pleasure to meet you.
And you too.
And I'd love it to see you again, Joan.
great
It
to
really
see
has.
you
And a credible piece of history.
Oh,
The
absolutely.
sisters for the first time. And not the
And
last.
you can see what deadly enemies we are too.
Yes, exactly. Joan Collins, Jackie Collins, what a treat that was. Thank you so much.
I'm what I am, and that's why I'm where I am. Don't you ever forget that.